Fresh from two successful state elections, UMNO delegates gather for their party's General Assembly, which starts this evening. Party leadership will likely push Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob to dissolve Parliament and call for a general election as soon as possible. But just how far will they go? Let's hear it from political analyst at University Science Malaysia, Professor Dr Sivamurugan Pandian.
There are two ways to look at it. One, whether the Supreme Council would want to listen to his narrative to delay the election. Maybe he wants to have the party elections first rather than the general election. And second, whether the delegates will pass a resolution forcing him, pressuring him to have the GE now.
Sivamurugan said that it would be a challenge for Sabri not to succumb to internal pressure to dissolve parliament following the outcome of the Johor elections, which would likely unify various factions within UMNO to demand an early GE15. The best way, he said, is for the Prime Minister to first gain support from the Supreme Council.
We are looking at how his position is at the third ranking of the hierarchy in the party. It's not the president, it's not the deputy president, he's the first vice president to be a prime minister. And in UMNO, we must look at the solid presidential institution, which has the backup of the Supreme Council, who always support the Supreme Council, and whatever decision made in Supreme Council normally will become a resolution. So if we can convince the Supreme Council first, before going to the assembly to convince the delegates, then I think he's safe. But if he can't have the support from Supreme Council, then it's difficult, because normally the delegates would want to listen to the presidential institution on deciding what kind of resolution should be passed. And if it is passed, I do not know whether he's able to still stick to his Putrajaya's decision and trying to avoid the PWTC's voice. If he avoids PWTC's decision, then I think the party will still pressure him, and party may look at different mechanism to get the election held soon.
Sabri, as the Prime Minister, has the discretionary power to decide when to call for elections. But as UMNO Vice President, he is answerable to President Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, who together with Datuk Seri Najib Razak have been pushing for a general election to be held by this year. Sabri has signed a pact with the Pakatan Harapan Bloc to not call for national elections before July 31st.